Okay, blue belt locks. So far we've been doing blocks on the wrist, the elbow and the shoulder, and one on the thumb. At blue belt level, we're also going to do some leg locks. So we're going to lock the ankle and the knee. But first, for blue belt, we're going to look at two new attacks. The double wrist grab and the both hands wrist grab. So David, the double wrist grab, I've got two hands out, he grabs them with both hands. The most important thing here is don't move symmetrically. So if I'm trying to do this to the outside, that's very difficult. If I'm bringing myself to the inside, that's also I get stuck quite easily. But if I move like in different directions, like this or this, now it becomes more difficult for David to actually like have a strong grip. It's not like I'm breaking away, but when I bring one hand up and one hand down, attention is divided. If I'm doing this, there is no division of attention whatsoever. So one, this, does. And of course I have to step, not just stand here and then try to do this. No, step, bring one hand down and usually wriggle. So move your hand. So not just one, but here, turn or turn. And you can go on the inside or you can go on the outside. I can stay on the inside, outside, here. So try to divide his attention. Also, back and forth is possible. One. And move around and try to apply a lock. Or try to free up one hand and then do something. So if he grabs, I can bring one hand in, one hand over. Here it becomes easy to make the figure 4 lock or convert it to a wrist throw. So let's look at some of the locks that are possible against the double wrist grab. One hand up, one hand down, step in, and elbow lock. Elbow lock is possible against almost all frontal attacks. If I can do an elbow lock, usually the S lock isn't that difficult either. The newly learned lock from a green belt 1, the elbow break, is possible as well. If I can do an elbow break, I can also do the wrist throw. And we already saw it's possible to do the figure 4 lock as well. One, if I push one out here, I can move under, reverse elbow lock, cross arm locks, rotation lock. They all become possible. Okay. The next one, both hand wrist grab. So now I've got one hand out and he grabs them with both hands, which gives him a big advantage. In the releases we saw 1, 2, I can break 3. Again, don't just stand there. Move or move. Here. 1, 2. The elbow lock is possible. So if the elbow lock is possible, the S lock is possible. Going from inside to outside is not something I would recommend. But from outside to inside, sure. Why not? Sure. Why not? So these are very good possible. There's a lot of possibilities, but by now at blue belt level, you should be able to figure out by yourself which locks are possible and like flow nicely into the attack or from the attack, and which locks don't feel very natural. Okay, then we get 4 locks on the legs. The first one is the forearm saw. So I'm going to use the forearm like a saw. These locks we start, I'm sitting down, and let's say David comes at me here and he wants to make trouble. First, I have to better my position. So if I'm sitting like this, for this lock, that's not very well. 1, 2, forearm, inside of his knee, go, and bring yourself forward. Here. Why? If I'm here, 1, 2, just staying here, that leg becomes a danger. 1, 2, maybe go to a close guard. One more time. So just doing this, I cannot really come forward. to bring this leg back. One, get low, grab the ankle, pull it a little bit. And this, so not front on the knee here, because AC bends the knee a little bit, and I'm trying to push. That's near to impossible, but on the inside. And pull. One. And maybe finish off with the back fist to the groin. The next one, knife edge saw. So now I'm here, and actually I am back here. So maybe he's talking to me, I'm on the beach sitting here. I'm bringing one leg in between his, and then let it fall outside. So I'm kind of like hooking behind his foot. And I'm putting my knife edge on the inside of his foot. Again, not really straight, a little bit on the end, outside. And pull here. And I'm trying to move myself away from him. So one more time. I'm here, one leg in, drop it out, hook the leg, knife edge, and push. And probably now I want to get up. The third lock, the double shin. Again, I'm here. In this case, he does need to have both feet standing next to each other. The previous lock, if one leg was to the rear, still I could apply the lock. In this case, they should be next to each other. I'm bringing both feet here and dropping them out. And I'm pushing myself forward, my shin against the shin, and track. And at the last moment, I can pull back a little. It's not really necessary. I can just one and push myself forward and let him fall. But 1, 2. So forward and then pulling back a little bit. Okay. The last, the inside knee push. And in this case, usually one leg is out. Here. Now I'm going to place the palm on the inside of his knee. Here. 1, 2. And again finish off with a strike to the groin. So it's different from the forearm saw. Like here is his kneecap, and just below his kneecap, I'm putting my forearm in. In this case, it's palm of my hand on the inside, even a little bit behind his knee. 1, 2, get close, and finish off. So these are the leg locks you learned from blue belt, together with the double wrist grab and the both hand wrist grab. They should give you enough stuff to practice for a while. Okay, now let's look at the blue belt throws.